Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to talk about SNAP 2023. Symbiosis National Aptitude Test is an MBA entrance examination for getting admission into 15 Symbiosis institutes of our country, which are offering more than 2,500 seats for the management programs in the academic session 24 to 26. So what we are going to do in today's session is to talk about the important dates of SNAP 2023. When is it that the forms are getting released? What is the application process and so on and so forth? The examination pattern of SNAP 2023, the preparation and the test taking strategies for cracking SNAP or scoring very high percentile in SNAP is what we are going to discuss. The latest syllabus and the exam pattern. So that has also changed in the last 2-3 years. So we'll talk about that. Top management colleges, those 15 colleges that accept SNAP score, we'll talk about it, and the previous year exam pattern. So this is going to be very relevant for students who aspire to take admission into any of these 15 top institutes of symbiosis based pan India. So let's start our session with the very first thing. Okay, so very first thing. So the notification for SNAP 2023 is going to release on 17th of August 2023. So ideally, last year, if I talk about the release date, it was on 4th August. It is a bit delayed, but anyways, it is going to come on 17th of August. The registration will start on the same day, that means on 17th of August, and the last date of application for applying to SNAP will be on 24th of November. Then comes the next part, which is they allow you to take or give 3 attempts. So there are 3 attempts which you can take for symbiosis 2023 in order to take admission into Symbi colleges in 2024 academic year. So this is an additional feature which SNAP provides you so that you can improve your score. So let's say, for example, if you have not been able to score very high in the first test of SNAP 2023, they give you one more attempt or 2 more attempts so that you can improve your score. The admit card download starts. So as there are 3 dates, so SNAP 1, SNAP 2, SNAP 3. The dates for downloading will start from 4th December for SNAP 1. It will start on 9th December for SNAP 2, and for SNAP 3, it will start on 12th December. And the last date for SNAP admit card download is till the exam date. So this is important for you to note. These dates are very important. SNAP 23 exam dates, time, duration, and time. So this is important. So it's very interesting that this exam is only for 1 hour duration. And SNAP 1 is scheduled on 9th of December 2023. SNAP 2 is scheduled on 17th of December, while SNAP 3 is scheduled on 22nd of December. The time of all these three will be from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in your respective center, which you would have opted for, and the duration remains 1 hour each. So 3 dates which you need to remember is 9th December, 17th December, and 22nd December. And you can appear in all the 3 snaps in order to improve your score, and they'll consider the best one out of the 3. So that's also given in the bulletin. And the result will be declared on 10th January 2024. So these are important dates which you should remember while writing this examination. Then comes the conducting body. The SNAP 23 conducting body will be Symbiosis International University Pune, SIU Pune. MBA colleges under SNAP are 15, we have already talked about. So these are those 15 SIMBI institutes offering MBA programs which accept SNAP 23 score. Mode of examination is computer based. It's an online exam, and the application process is also online. Okay, this is important. There is SNAP registration and application fee for each attempt is 1950 rupees. That means if you write one SNAP, it is going to cost you 1950. If you write it twice, it will cost you 3900, and so on and so forth. So every attempt will cost you 1950 rupees. But something which is more interesting is that you'll have to separately pay 1000 rupees extra for each program for each institute. Like, for example, if you're going for all 15 colleges of symbiosis which accept SNAP score, and for one program each that you're applying for, you'll have to separately pay 1000 rupees each for each of these colleges offering these 15 programs. So you will have to pay additional fees of 15,000 rupees. So that's also important. So it's going to be a costly affair, but the number of seats are high, and it's a very renowned college institute offering you MBA program. So it's worth the money that they are asking for. Then talk about the paper pattern. So it's a 1 hour exam comprising of 60 questions, 3 sections, and each section will have different set of questions and different weightages. Like for example, English, general English comprises of reading comprehension, verbal reasoning, and verbal ability. There are only 15 questions in this particular section, and there's no time limit. So within 60 minutes, you'll have to do this. So that means the weightage of this section is 25%. If I talk about quantitative aptitude, data interpretation, and data sufficiency, there are 20 questions. That means the weightage is 33%. While analytical reasoning and logical reasoning comprises of 25 questions out of 60. So the weightage is highest, which is approximately 42% of this section. Let's talk about the scoring pattern. For every right answer, you get +1, and for a negative question answer, you get there's a deduction of 1/4 in this. The level of difficulty is not easy; it's from moderate to difficult, not like CAT or ZAT, but bit less than as compared to these two exams that we are talking about. And this exam will be conducted in 90 to 95 cities all across the country, even outside also. Let's talk about the paper pattern and the syllabus. This is very important. The SNAP syllabus for general English, which comprises of reading comprehension, verbal reasoning, and verbal ability, wherein there are 15 questions. So in reading comprehension, you get two RC passages. Each of these passages will be comprising of approximately 5 to 6 questions. The RC passages will be fact-based or opinion-based, literature, current affairs, among many other topics that they'll be asking for. You need to be an avid reader, so read as much as possible from diverse source. Editorial Times will be the best option for you in terms of honing your reading skills, which is very crucial for you. Then comes the verbal ability section of English reading again. There are 5 to 6 questions, and the topics are vocabulary, antonyms, synonyms, fill in the blanks, idioms, phrases, vocab usage, jumbled paragraphs, correction and of sentences, core grammar also will be asked. And then comes verbal reasoning, 3 to 4 questions on critical reasoning, analogies, and identifying parts of speech. This is important. So work upon your fundamentals, basics of English, and I'm sure you'll be able to do a good job. 15 questions of English from these particular topics. Then comes the quantitative aptitude, data interpretation, and data sufficiency section, wherein there are 20 questions. The weightage is 33.33%. Uh, Under quantitative aptitude, there are 12 to 14 questions. The important topics are arithmetic, which is number system, percentage, profit loss, time, speed, simple interest, compound interest, average, ratio, proportion, and so on and so forth. Algebra also, you encounter a lot of questions, approximately 8 to 9 questions on linear equations, quadratic equation, logs, progression, binomial, surds and indices, functions, and inequalities. Then there are questions on permutation, combination, probability, geometry, trigonometry, and mensuration. So clear with your fundamentals and basics of maths of 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, because that's going to be very important in case you want to crack or score very high marks in SNAP in maths section. Then comes DI and data sufficiency, approximately 6 to 8 questions on graphs, pie chart, tables, and bar chart. Then the next section, the section 3, is on analytical and logical reasoning, which is of maximum weightage. So there are more than 25 questions from this particular section. The weightage is 42%. And these are the topics: family tree, blood relation, seating arrangement, linear and circular arrangement, both, direction sense, clocks and calendars, mathematical reasoning, analogies, series, coding, decoding, matrix, visual reasoning, syllogism, critical reasoning, and verbal and miscellaneous reasoning. So these are the important topics from analytical and logical ability. Okay, now this is going to be crucial in case you want to ace this examination and you want to score the maximum marks so that you will be able to get admission into the most renowned college which takes SNAP score, which is nothing but SIBM Pune. So you will have to do this for next 3 to 4 months. Go through the revised snap pattern. So you must be well versed with what is the revised snap pattern, which we have already talked about. So watch the previous slides very thoroughly. Familiarize yourself with the syllabus. So all those topics of English, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning that we have talked about, go through it very thoroughly. You need to be well versed at what is the syllabus and then devise a preparation strategy. You need to be very clear with your fundamentals and basics. So that's again important. You need to pick the right kind of a material for preparation for this kind of a examination. Put at least 3 to 4 hours every day on SNAP preparation, working on all the 3 sections. Improve on your weak areas. You need to monitor. You need to gauge that out of the three sections that we are talking about, which one is your chinks in the armor, which is your weak areas, and start working on those areas. And go through the PYQs. The previous year questions are going to be very important. Go through it because that will help you to analyze that what are the important topics, sections from where the maximum number of questions are asked, and work on those important topics very judiciously. Write a lot of mocks. So the idea is to write at least 15 to 20 mocks before the actual examination, and do a thorough analysis of those mocks that you would have taken. Read at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day from maybe newspaper, novels, or editorial times, because that will give you some kind of a inclination and flair of reading different articles, because you can encounter articles from different domains during your examination. Vocab also plays a very vital role. So any new word that you encounter, please ensure that you remember the contextual meaning of those words. DI is bit difficult, so you need to practice at least 2 to 3 DI sets on a regular interval, and then practice and testing plays a very vital role. So these are important steps which you'll have to follow in case you want to ace this examination. Then comes the percentile in staff for top colleges. So as I said that there are 15 colleges. We have talked about the 9 in this slide. So the premium one, which is nothing but SIPM Pune, if the percentile is pretty high. If you want to get into this SIPM, you'll have your score has to be your percentile will have to be more than 98.5. SCMHRD Pune again 96 plus, SIB 93 plus, SIBM Bangalore 90 plus, SIOM Nasik 87 plus, SIDTMM Pune 83 plus, and so on and so forth. So this is what you'll have to do. So there are 15 colleges which accept Snap score. You're still left with 3 months time in terms of honing your skills in all the three sections which are asked. So guys, all the best and do well. For any query, any help in case you need, feel free to connect with us. Write your query on the comment box, and we'll help you in whatever query that you have. So all the best and do well. Connect with us for any other query that you have.